Despite what you guys might have heard about the economy, roughly 1,700 new millionaires are being made every single day in America. Think about that. Every single day, 1,700 people are being added to the list of people who have achieved a total net worth of $1 million. And while it might not seem like a lot, 1 million is a very good start towards becoming truly rich. And the most important part, by far, to not just becoming wealthy, but to anything, is simply your belief. So you guys have to believe that it's possible before you will ever achieve it. What you're about to learn is one of the greatest secrets of the rich, and it's what you might call rich people habits. And if you follow this simple tip, you will be ahead of like 99% of people out there. Now, to fully grasp this concept, there are two things that you absolutely must understand, and these are comfort and freedom. And between these two things, there is a major difference because one is the complete opposite of the other. And you have to understand that seeking one of these things will make you poor, and seeking the other can make you rich. Now, here's the crazy part. A lot of people in America actually make $50,000 to $100,000 per year or more, but they've still never known what true wealth really is. And they've never had a taste of that fortune or treasure that I'm always telling you guys about in these videos. But here's the thing, they are definitely comfortable. $50,000 of income per year for a single person, depending on how you prefer to live, can give you a very comfortable life. And $100,000 per year can provide a level of comfort that is more than enough for most people. And in fact, studies have shown that approximately $95,000 per year is actually the magic number when it comes to overall happiness and emotional well-being for most people. But here's the thing, this is just comfort. It's not freedom. And freedom is the thing that we are all striving for, because without financial freedom, then what are we? And the answer is we're simply slaves. At lower income levels, we are slaves to our car breaking down or an unexpected expense. And at higher income levels, we are still slaves to our manager or to our corporate boss. And even at $100,000 per year, you might be comfortable, but you are still a slave to whatever it is that is paying you. For many doctors, lawyers, and other high income positions, life is very comfortable, but they're still slaves to their job because if they stop working, they will quickly run out of money, especially if they live a luxurious lifestyle. So the two main things to understand here are comfort and freedom. Comfort is what poor people seek, and freedom is what rich people seek. And if I'm just being totally honest with you, comfort is great because it makes us feel absolutely warm and fuzzy inside. But comfort is also incredibly sneaky because it likes to make you think that it's the prize when the real prize that you're after is freedom. So let me ask you this, what is the point of being comfortable without freedom? True freedom is when you have so much money in the bank and flowing in from assets that you know without a doubt that you and your family are good for life. According to statistics, something like 85% of people in America currently hate their jobs, which means they're only working them. Why? To make money, of course. So what do you think these 85% of people would do with their life if they didn't have to work a job that they hate? Maybe they would explore the world or spend more time helping other people. One of the greatest secrets of the rich and most important pieces to the puzzle is simply changing how you think when it comes to comfort and freedom. Remember this, poor people aim for comfort while rich people aim for freedom. What usually happens with a lot of people is that they work really hard and they finally achieve that coveted $100,000 per year or so in income. And then after this, they fall off. If you look at the graphs for channels on YouTube, you can see that most of them start out getting tons of views and then they keep climbing and they keep growing and then they peak and then all of a sudden they start to fall off. Now, there are other reasons for this, but one of the biggest factors that causes this is that evil little thing that we call comfort. And I told you, it's really sneaky. Comfort will really start to sneak in at around the $100,000 per year mark. And if you're not careful, it will keep you stuck there forever. And if you want to always be a slave to someone or some mega corporation, then by all means stay comfortable. But you will never find true freedom in comfort. I remember the first year that I made $100,000 and it felt so good. But what felt even better than the actual numbers to me was simply the lifestyle that it gave me. I went from worrying about every single dollar and how I was going to pay this or that bill to only worrying about what I felt like eating for the day. I remember the comfort of being able to go to the grocery store and get whatever it was that I felt like having without having to think for a single second about whether or not I could afford it. And you can easily get that level of comfort from $100,000 per year in most places in America. And with $100,000 per year in somewhere like Mexico, they are definitely going to be calling you El Jefe everywhere you go. So the point here is that comfort and true freedom are great enemies of each other. And while you will find some freedom in greater levels of comfort or at higher levels of income, comfort will always try to pull you back down away from real freedom because it wants to keep you right where you are at forever. I remember as soon as I had my first $100,000 year, comfort snuck right in and took over. And comfort is such a smooth talker that it will convince you that you are just fine at $100,000 per year and you don't need to make any more money than that. So then you stop working as hard and you stop doing the things that got you to $100,000 per year in the first place. And eventually, if you hang out with comfort long enough, you'll find that it will simply get bored with you and move on and then leave you with nothing. So at the end of the day, aim for freedom and not comfort. And with that said, I'm Julian. This is Business Secrets, and until next time, thank you guys so much for watching.